Here's how you can make your own elf ears out of EVA foam and foam clay. You will need 3mm or 1/8 inch EVA foam, a heat gun, a Dremel, and foam clay. Since we'll be cutting, heating, and sanding EVA foam, make sure you have a respirator to protect your lungs. Let's get started. Cut out an ear shape out of EVA foam. These are based on elf ears that hook around your own ears. I've made my pattern available on my Ko-fi, or you can freehand it yourself with the measurements on screen. Use scissors or a hobby knife blade to cut out the shape. Next, take your Dremel or sandpaper and round out the edges. This may take a little bit of experience with a Dremel, especially around the two end parts, but take it slow and make sure to move the rotary bit away from you in order to maintain control of your movements. Sand all the edges of the ears as smooth as you can on both sides. Now it's time for the magic to happen. Heating the EVA foam will allow us to shape it into a more organic form that can hook onto your ears. Start off with shaping the main section of the ear, heating both sides of the EVA foam. I recommend using a heat protective glove while heating it up in case you can't avoid hitting your fingers. Before the foam completely cools, begin molding the ear into a curved shape. Create a divot in the middle and force the outside edges to curl inward. Repeat heating and forming until it's in the desired shape. Next, focus on the ear hooks. Heat them up and curve them inward, checking to see if they fit well around your ears. I ended up repeatedly heating and holding it in the proper shape to cool until they became a curved form that hooked around my ears. Now it's time to add some details with foam clay. I recommend Lumen's Workshop foam clay as it's very easy to use, but any brand should work. Spray your EVA foam with a bit of water and begin working the foam clay to create some organic ridges. The shapes are entirely up to you and you can be as detailed as you like. I recommend adding a ridge on the edge of the ear and another one right around the middle. I used the end of a paintbrush to smooth parts out that I couldn't get with my fingers. Using water really helps to keep the foam clay workable and to smooth it out into the EVA foam. After the foam clay dries, prime it with anything from Plasti-Dip to PVA glues. Then, you can use acrylic paint to get your ears in the desired color. I used these for Vati, so mine ended up being purple. Finish off your work with a seal like a clear varnish if you wish. And that's pretty much it. You've got yourself some brand new elf ears. If you find your ears are easily knocked off, I recommend using a little bit of eyelash glue on the back of your ear to keep it in place. Making ears out of EVA foam is simple and relatively quick, and it's a versatile method to create almost any type of ear shape and length you want, using materials that you may already have on hand. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Happy crafting!